Dear child, listen closely. The angels are moving in your life right now. Not later. Not someday. Right now. There is a truth you have avoided for too long. A truth your heart has whispered, but your mind has tried to silence. Today, that truth rises. Today, clarity enters. Today, you hear what your soul has been trying to understand for months, maybe even years. There is someone in your life who has taken up space inside your heart. Even when they tried to walk away, their presence in your spirit never fully left. You felt them in moments when you didn't try to think of them. You felt their energy when you woke up, when you went to sleep, when your mind should have been elsewhere, but returned to them without effort. This connection is not ordinary. It never was. It did not begin with fireworks or dramatic gestures. It began quietly, almost too quietly for you to recognize its importance. But the angels recognized it. Heaven saw it. Your soul felt it instantly. This person carries thoughts of you, more than they will ever admit out loud. Even in silence, you live in corners of their mind. They pretend not to visit. Even in distance, you sit in places of their heart. They pretend not to feel. They may think they hid this from you. They may think they disguised their emotions with logic, with pride, with excuses, with avoidance. But dear one, nothing hidden in the heart stays hidden forever. And the angels say, the truth inside them is getting too heavy to suppress. This person has been battling themselves. Not you. The fight was never with you. It was within their own heart. They tried to push you away, because they didn't know what to do with the feelings you stirred in them. Feelings they didn't plan. Feelings they didn't expect. Feelings they didn't feel ready for. Feelings that resurrected old wounds they thought were healed. They stepped back. Not because you were unworthy, but because they were overwhelmed. Not because they didn't care, but because they cared too much. Not because they wanted freedom from you, but because they didn't know how to be open with you, without being exposed, without being vulnerable, without being seen too deeply. This person built walls long before you came. Walls created from betrayal, from childhood wounds, from failed relationships, from moments where trust was shattered. These walls were their shield, their survival strategy, their protection against intimacy. That could hurt them again. But you came along, and something inside them awakened. Something inside them softened. Something inside them recognized safety. Something inside them whispered your name, without permission. And that scared them. Because loving you meant lowering the walls. Loving you meant being real. Loving you meant facing the truth of what they feel, and the truth of who they could become. You triggered a transformation they didn't want to begin. But it has already started. And angels say, they cannot go back to who they were before you. Now they sit in the silence they created. And the silence is teaching them. The silence is showing them how deeply they feel for you. The silence is revealing their own mistakes. They replay conversations. They analyze the moments they withdrew. They think about the times you reached out with pure intention. And they responded with hesitation. They remember your patience, your kindness, your consistency, your gentle energy. They remember how you stayed, even when they didn't ask you to stay. They remember how you cared, without demanding anything. They remember how your presence felt like calm in a chaotic world. And now, they feel the absence of that peace. They feel the weight of their distance. They feel the consequences of their silence. This is not punishment. This is awakening. The angels show them being pulled back toward you. In quiet moments they cannot escape. Late at night, when distractions fade, and their truth rises to the surface. They think of you. Early in the morning, when their mind is unguarded, your memory appears again. Throughout the day, when something small reminds them of you, their heart tightens. This is not coincidence. This is connection. This is soul memory. This is divine orchestration. But hear this clearly. Their feelings for you are real, but they are tangled in fear. Fear of repeating the past. Fear of losing control. fear of choosing love and being hurt again, fear of being seen too deeply, fear of giving you their heart and not knowing if they can handle the vulnerability that comes with it. Their wounds speak loudly, their doubts whisper, their fears rise, and yet, your energy keeps calling them. Again, and again, and again. They have tried to block the connection, tried to convince themselves it was temporary, tried to treat you like anyone else. But the angels say, you are not anyone else. Your energy does not match what they've known. You are different. And that difference exposes the truth. This person is now entering a moment of deep reflection. A point where they can no longer avoid the emotional consequences of their choices. A point where they must confront what they feel for you and what they fear about you. They carry regret. Real regret. Not performative. Not imagined. Not exaggerated. True regret. They regret not being honest. They regret not opening up. They regret pulling back. They regret acting in ways that made you question your own worth. They regret not giving you clarity when you deserved it. And yet, they still feel drawn to you. They still feel connected to you. They still feel your energy around them, even when they try to disconnect. This connection is pushing them to grow, pushing them to reflect, pushing them to decide, pushing them to confront their truth. But dear child, this is where the angels speak to you. You cannot carry their healing. You cannot fix their wounds. You cannot guide them through their shadows. You cannot solve a battle. That is not yours. You have done enough. You have loved enough. You have waited enough. You have given enough. Now, you step back. Now, you release the weight. Now, you let go of what you cannot control. Now, you focus on your healing. Not as punishment to them, but as liberation for you. The angels say, you are entering your own transformation. A transformation that requires space. A transformation that requires boundaries. A transformation that requires choosing yourself. After choosing others for too long, this is your time to reclaim your energy, to rebuild your confidence, to strengthen your voice, to trust your intuition, instead of doubting it, to stop shrinking your worth, to accommodate someone else's fear. This person's hesitation is not a measure of your value. It is a measure of their unhealed wounds. You are not too much. You are not too intense. You are not too emotional. You are not too loving. You are not too hopeful. You are not too open. You are exactly what you are meant to be. A reminder of what real connection feels like. A catalyst for their growth. A mirror showing them their truth. A light that exposes the shadows they tried to ignore. But hear this clearly. You are not meant to break yourself. To prove your worth. You are not meant to stay in pain. To show loyalty. You are not meant to sacrifice your peace. To wait for someone else to feel ready. Your path continues. Your life continues. Your evolution continues. While they heal, you rise. While they reflect, you grow. While they battle their fears, you reclaim your strength. But the angels show something important. This connection is not done. This story is not over. This chapter is not closed. This person is approaching a turning point. A moment where their heart becomes louder than their fear. A moment where the regret becomes too heavy. A moment where the silence becomes unbearable. A moment where the truth must be spoken. They are beginning to realize that losing you would be the real pain. Not loving you, not choosing you, not showing up for you, but losing you. The angels show them rehearsing conversations in their mind, trying to find the right words, trying to gather courage, trying to prepare for honesty they have avoided for far too long. They imagine telling you the truth. They imagine apologizing. They imagine explaining their actions. They imagine asking for another chance. They imagine reaching out. But they hesitate, because they don't know if your heart is still open. They fear you've closed the door. They fear you've moved on. They fear they waited too long. They fear their silence broke something they don't know how to repair. And still, despite the fear, their soul keeps pushing them toward you. There is a moment approaching. where they will want to speak, where they will want to reveal what they really feel, where they will want to stand in front of you and be honest for the first time, without running. But when that moment comes, you will have a choice, a powerful choice, a sacred choice, not based on fear, not based on longing, not based on loneliness, not based on old patterns, a choice based on your worth, your peace, your future, your heart, your boundaries, your growth. When they return, you will not be the same person you were. When they left, you will be stronger, clearer, more grounded, more aware of what you deserve, more connected to your divine path. And that is why the angels guide you to focus on yourself now. Not them, yourself. Because when they come with their truth, you will hear it clearly, without losing yourself in it. Their honesty will reveal their heart, but your intuition will reveal your path. Their presence will offer clarity, but your inner wisdom will reveal direction. Their feelings may ask for another chance, but your soul will decide whether that chance leads to healing or to cycles you must break. Dear child, you are entering a season where your life begins to shift. Your energy begins to elevate. Your confidence begins to return. Your intuition begins to sharpen. Your purpose begins to call louder. Your boundaries begin to strengthen. This is not a season of waiting. This is a season of rising. Pause here. Breathe. Feel the truth settling into your heart. Feel your strength awakening again. Feel your soul preparing for what comes next. Because this journey is about to unfold in ways you didn't expect, dear child. Take a deep breath. Because what comes next is for your spirit, your future, and your awakening. You have walked through emotional fire and tried to pretend the heat didn't burn you. You've carried the weight of confusion, like it was your responsibility to solve. But the angels say, you are done carrying what was never yours. Now you step into your own clarity. The connection you share with this person is not a mistake. It was never a random crossing of paths. Your souls recognized each other long before your minds understood the meaning. But what you felt so clearly is something they struggled to accept. Not because you were wrong, but because they were afraid of being right. This person saw pieces of themselves in you that they never wanted anyone else to see. They felt seen, exposed, understood, and accepted in a way they were not prepared for. Your presence stripped away the walls they spent years building, walls that protected their heart, but also imprisoned it. When they realized how deeply they were beginning to care, fear rose like a storm. Fear louder than logic. Fear louder than love. Fear louder than connection. They walked away, not because they didn't feel enough, but because they felt too much. Their silence became their shield. Their distance became their armor. Their confusion became their excuse. But what they didn't expect is that the distance would expose the truth, instead of hiding it. Because the moment they stepped back, your absence taught them what your presence meant. Now, in their quiet moments, they think of you more than they ever admit. They remember your laugh, your calmness, your softness, your sincerity. They remember how you listened without judgment and cared without conditions. They remember the safety your spirit carried, the grounding your energy brought, the peace your presence offered. Effortlessly. You were not noise. You were calm in their storm. And they miss that. They miss you. But listen carefully. Missing you is not enough. Wanting you is not enough. Remembering you is not enough. Feeling drawn to you is not enough. They must grow. And they are. Slowly. Unevenly. Imperfectly. But they are growing. They are confronting parts of themselves they avoided for years. They are unraveling wounds that shaped their behavior. They are learning why they shut down when their heart feels too much. They are realizing that emotional withdrawal is a habit they learned from a past that hurt them deeply. This growth is uncomfortable for them. Their soul feels pulled forward, but their fear tries to pull them back. And yet, they can no longer hide behind excuses. Not after feeling the depth of what they feel for you. This is why the angels say, your connection has a purpose. Not just romantic purpose, but soul purpose. It is teaching both of you what love looks like beyond fear. But your lesson is not to wait. Your lesson is not to chase. Your lesson is not to fix. Your lesson is not to bleed emotionally, just to prove you care. Your lesson is to return to yourself. You spent too long trying to understand someone else's silence, while ignoring your own voice. You spent too long focusing on their healing, while delaying your own. You spent too long trying to prove your love, while forgetting your worth. Now the angels remind you, your heart matters too. Your feelings matter. Your needs matter. Your peace matters. No connection, not even a spiritual one, should cost you your sense of self. This next chapter is about balance. Your balance. Your emotional clarity. Your inner stability. Because when this person returns with honesty, and they will, you cannot enter that moment from a place of emptiness. You must enter it from strength. The angels show that this person is reaching a breaking point with their silence. The burden of unspoken feelings is becoming too heavy. Their heart is tired of pretending. Their spirit is tired of resisting. Their mind is tired of fighting. What feels natural with you? They wanted to control the timing. They wanted to control the distance. They wanted to control the connection. But the angels say clearly, the soul does not follow the mind's plans. Their soul is pushing them. Their intuition is bothering them. Their dreams are revealing truth. Their emotions are rising unexpectedly. Signs keep appearing. When they think they've forgotten you, they have tried to distract themselves. But even in moments of distraction, you appear in their thoughts, like a quiet reminder that nothing is resolved. They feel pulled toward you in ways they cannot logically explain. This is soul-level connection. This is divine orchestration. This is the part of the journey they cannot control anymore. But here is where the angels shift focus. To you. You are awakening to your worth. You are beginning to see that your heart needs consistency, that your spirit requires respect, that your soul demands alignment. You are learning that love should not drain you. It should not confuse you. It should not create inner battles between hope and pain. You are rediscovering your identity outside of waiting for someone else's readiness. Your growth matters. Your peace matters. Your clarity matters. The angels say, your life is expanding. Your energy is shifting. Your spirit is lifting. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself that sees love differently now. You are no longer impressed by potential. You are only impressed by actions. You are no longer swayed by promises. You are moved by consistency. You are no longer satisfied with almost. You want reciprocation. You want depth. You want truth. You want presence. And you deserve all of that. The angels are preparing you for a moment of emotional truth. Not from illusion. Not from fantasy. Not from assumptions. But from real words. Spoken from the heart of the one who has been silent. This moment will come. But you must be ready for it. Not desperate. Not confused. Not anxious. Ready. Because when this person finally opens up, they will pour out emotions they never had the courage to express. They will speak of fears they kept hidden. They will reveal regret that has been weighing on them. They will confess how deeply you affected them, even when they acted indifferent. They will admit that their distance was never about you. It was about them. This truth will bring relief, but also responsibility. Because now you must decide. Do you want to rebuild with them? Or do you want to walk forward into a new chapter without them? The angels say, neither choice is wrong. If it brings you peace, if their growth aligns with your healing, a new beginning is possible. A healthier beginning. A beginning rooted in honesty. A beginning built with mutual effort. A beginning where you no longer carry the entire emotional weight. But if their growth remains incomplete, if their fear still dominates, If their energy still drains you, you have the right to walk away. Without guilt, without regret, without apology. Your soul deserves partnership, not confusion. Your heart deserves tenderness, not hesitation. Your spirit deserves loyalty, not inconsistency. If they return, and their energy still wounds you, the angels will guide you to release them completely, so you can align with a love that brings peace instead of chaos. You are no longer the same person who tolerated unclear intentions. You have evolved beyond that version of yourself. You are stronger, clearer, more aware, more intuitive, more aligned with your worth. Your transformation is reshaping your whole life, and this transformation will attract new people, new love, new opportunities, new blessings. Some connections will fade. Some relationships will fall away. Some bonds will shift. This is necessary. This is alignment. This is divine timing. What is meant for you cannot be taken. What is not meant cannot be forced. The angels say, do not fear endings, because endings create space for something greater. And hear this truth deeply. You are not losing this person. You are losing the version of them that hurt you. The version that returns will not be the same. They cannot be the same after this transformation. But whether they return as a healed partner or as a completed lesson depends on their willingness to grow and your willingness to choose yourself above all else. Now, look at your journey honestly. You have tolerated mixed signals. You have tried to understand their silence. You have read between lines. You have held on to hope when they gave you no clarity. You have poured love into empty spaces, waiting for reciprocation. No more. You are rising above old emotional habits. You are stepping into a new level of self-respect. You are recognizing that love that makes you doubt your worth is not love you should accept. You have given enough chances to confusion. Now you give chances only to clarity. The angels show you walking forward with strength in your steps, not because you don't care anymore. You do, but because you finally care about yourself just as much. And when you reach this place of empowerment, your energy sends a powerful message to the universe. Bring me what aligns with my peace. This message shifts everything. It awakens destiny. It accelerates divine timing. It opens the gates for real love, real connection, real reciprocation. Now the angels show what comes next. This person, the one who has struggled with their emotions, will soon face a moment of decision. A moment where they must choose between remaining in fear or choosing growth, remaining in silence or choosing truth, remaining distant or choosing closeness. This moment is approaching. It is not far. Their heart is pushing them. Their intuition is pressuring them. Their emotions are building, like water behind a dam, ready to break. But here is the secret your soul needs. You are not waiting for their decision to move forward with your life. You are moving regardless. You are growing regardless. You are becoming stronger regardless. You are finding peace regardless. And because you are rising, the angels are lifting you into a timeline where your heart is protected and your future is blessed. Whether this person joins your path or your paths separate with grace, you will not lose. You will rise. You will heal. You will attract the love that sees you fully, the love that shows up, the love that stays, the love that speaks clearly, the love that honors your soul. Now listen closely. Your journey is not about proving yourself to someone. Your journey is about discovering the fullness of your own worth. And the moment you embrace your value, everything that is for you will come effortlessly. The person on your mind is learning this too. They are beginning to understand that you are not replaceable, that the bond they feel with you cannot be found elsewhere, that the energy you carry is rare, pure, transformative. They recognize this now. But recognition is not enough. They must act. The angels will guide them to speak their truth, to admit their fears, to explain their silence, to reveal their heart. And when they do, you will stand in your full strength, listening with clarity, not desperation. You will not lose yourself this time. You will not shrink your boundaries. You will not ignore red flags. You will not carry another person's emotional weight. You will choose from power. You will choose from truth. You will choose from wisdom. Their return will not be the determining factor of your worth. Your choice will be the determining factor of your future. And the angels say, you will choose wisely. You are being guided into the highest version of yourself. A version that knows love, but refuses to suffer for it. A version that knows compassion, but also knows boundaries. A version that knows connection, but does not depend on it to feel whole. This is your awakening. This is your transformation. This is your divine turning point. Everything you lost is being replaced. Everything that confused you is being clarified. Everything that hurt you is being healed. And everything that is meant for you is already moving closer. The angels stand beside you as you walk into the next chapter. A chapter written with truth. A chapter built with strength. A chapter aligned with your worth. A chapter filled with love that elevates you instead of draining you. You are not walking alone. You never were. You never will. The angels guide you. The universe supports you. Your soul leads you. Your future awaits you. This is your moment. Step into it with confidence. Step into it with clarity. Step into it with love for yourself. Everything will unfold exactly as it should.